Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered if the ordinary quarter sitting in your pocket could actually be worth a fortune? Today we're exploring one of the most interesting modern American coins that millions of people have handled without giving it a second thought. Coin number 1. We're taking a close look at the 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. This coin may look like an everyday 25-cent piece, but for collectors, certain examples have become highly desirable because of their condition, rarity, and unusual mint errors. If you've been saving old quarters, you may want to watch this video until the very end, because you could learn exactly what separates an ordinary coin from one that attracts serious collector attention. The Washington Quarter series has been one of America's most recognized coins since 1932. Originally introduced to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the design quickly became a permanent part of U.S. coinage. By 1985, the United States Mint was producing hundreds of millions of quarters each year, and the Philadelphia Mint struck the 1985 coins with the small P mint mark, located on the obverse just to the right of Washington's ponytail. Although millions were produced, collectors know that not every coin survives in attractive condition. If you own a very fine condition 1985 with P Washington quarter, the coin will show moderate circulation wear. Washington's hair details are partially visible. The cheek and jawline display some smoothing, and the eagle on the reverse has visible feather detail but also noticeable wear. Even with circulation, a very fine coin still has enough design detail to make it appealing to beginning collectors. One reason collectors continue searching through rolls of quarters is that hidden treasures occasionally appear where no one expects them. Coins with unusually strong strikes, rare minting mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks can be worth significantly more than ordinary examples. Professional grading services also play a major role because certified high-grade coins often sell for much higher prices than raw coins. Many people search the internet after hearing stories of quarters selling for thousands of dollars. While auction headlines can be exciting, the highest prices are usually paid only for extremely rare examples with exceptional preservation or famous mint errors. Ordinary circulated 1985 with P quarters generally remain inexpensive, while top certified mint state examples or unusual error coins may bring much stronger prices. Before selling any old quarter, examine it carefully under bright light. Look for the P mint mark. Inspect the edges for unusual shapes, check the lettering for doubling, and search for any striking abnormalities. Avoid cleaning the coin because cleaning can permanently reduce its collector value. If your coin appears unusually sharp or shows a possible mint error, consider having it authenticated by a professional grading service. Another important factor is originality. Collectors prefer coins with natural surfaces and original color rather than polished or altered examples. A coin that has never been cleaned often commands a higher premium than one that has been artificially brightened. The 1985 with P Washington quarter also represents an interesting period in American history. During the mid-1980s, the United States Mint was producing enormous numbers of circulating coins to meet public demand. Because so many were made, finding an ordinary example is easy, but locating one with extraordinary quality is much more difficult. That challenge keeps collectors searching through bankrolls, estate collections, and old coin jars every day. If you think you have a valuable 1985 with P quarter, compare it with certified examples, weigh it if necessary. Inspect it with magnification and seek expert opinions before making any decisions. Even if your coin isn't worth a fortune, building a collection teaches history, patience, and attention to detail while offering the excitement of discovering something special. Coin number 2. The 1998 with P Washington quarter is a popular modern U.S. coin, but it's important to clarify that a typical very fine example is not worth $219. Zero circulated coins of this date are generally worth face value unless they have an exceptional mint error or are in an unusually high certified grade. The script below treats the stated figure as a hypothetical talking point rather than an established market price. The 1998 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin that you might receive as change at a grocery store or find forgotten in an old piggy bank. But what if one special example of this common coin could attract the attention of serious collectors? What if hidden characteristics, rare minting errors, or extraordinary preservation transformed a simple quarter into a coin worth thousands of dollars? Stay with us until the end, because today we're uncovering the fascinating story behind the 1998p Washington quarter and explaining why collectors never stop searching through everyday pocket change. The Washington quarter has been an iconic part of American coinage since 1932. It was originally introduced to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States, and its timeless design has become one of the most recognizable in American history. By 1998, the quarter had already been circulating for more than 6 decades and remained one of the busiest coins produced by the United States Mint. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of these quarters, each carrying the distinctive P mint mark, which appears on the obverse of the coin near Washington's ponytail. Even though production numbers were enormous, collectors understand that rarity is not always determined by how many coins were made. Instead, rarity often depends on how many survive in exceptional condition or possess unusual minting characteristics. When discussing a very fine condition 1998 with P Washington quarter, we're referring to a coin that has seen moderate circulation but still retains plenty of attractive detail. Washington's hair will show noticeable wear, yet many individual strands remain visible. His facial features are still clear, although the highest points have become smoother through years of use. On the reverse, the eagle continues to display recognizable feathers and body detail, while the wings show moderate wear. Although it is not an uncirculated coin, a very fine example still appeals to collectors who enjoy assembling complete date and mint collections of Washington quarters. One of the reasons collectors remain fascinated by the 1998 with P Washington quarter is the possibility of discovering unusual mint errors. Throughout American coin history, coins have occasionally left the mint with doubled dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, filled dies, broad strikes, or other striking abnormalities. These unusual features make certain coins stand out dramatically from ordinary examples. While the vast majority of 1998p quarters are common circulation coins, collectors continue examining rolls from banks and old family collections in hopes of finding one of these extraordinary varieties. Every year, stories emerge of collectors discovering valuable mint errors hidden among ordinary pocket change, inspiring even more people to search their own collections. Another factor that significantly affects value is professional grading. Independent grading companies carefully inspect coins for authenticity, preservation, and surface quality before assigning an official grade. Even tiny differences in luster, strike sharpness, or surface marks can make a tremendous difference in collector demand. A coin preserved with brilliant original surfaces and almost no contact marks may receive a high mint state grade, making it much more desirable than a circulated example. Collectors understand that originality matters, and professionally certified coins often command greater confidence in the marketplace. Many beginners assume that every old quarter is valuable simply because of its age, but experienced collectors know that several factors work together to determine market value. The date, mint mark, condition, rarity, eye appeal, originality, and the presence of mint errors all influence what a collector may be willing to pay. A common circulated quarter usually remains inexpensive, while an exceptionally preserved or rare error coin can become the highlight of an advanced collection. That is why knowledgeable collectors examine every detail before buying or selling any coin. If you own a 1998 with P Washington quarter, begin by inspecting it carefully under bright lighting. Use a magnifying glass to examine the mint mark, lettering, date, and both sides of the coin. Look for doubled letters, unusual cracks, off-center strikes, missing design elements, or other unusual characteristics. Never clean the coin, even if it appears dirty, because cleaning can permanently damage the original surfaces and reduce collector value. Natural toning and untouched surfaces are almost always preferred by serious numismatists over polished or artificially brightened coins. The year 1998 also marked an interesting period in American coinage. It was the final full year before the famous 50 state quarters program began, in 1999 Ampere's program that introduced millions of Americans to coin collecting. As a result, many collectors today view 1998 as the closing chapter of the classic Washington quarter design before the historic state quarter series transformed modern U.S. coin collecting. This historical significance gives the 1998 with P quarter an added level of interest for collectors who appreciate the transition between two important eras of American coinage. Searching for valuable coins has become one of the most exciting hobbies in the world because valuable discoveries can still happen in everyday life. Coin roll hunters search through thousands of quarters obtained from banks. Estate sales, flea markets, garage sales, inherited collections, and forgotten jars of change have all produced remarkable finds over the years. Every quarter examined could potentially reveal an unusual variety, an overlooked error, or a beautifully preserved survivor waiting to be recognized. For anyone beginning a coin collection, the 1998 with P Washington quarter serves as an excellent reminder that every coin tells a story. It represents American history, craftsmanship, commerce, and the fascinating world of numismatics. Even if your quarter turns out to be worth only its face value, the excitement of researching, identifying, demystifying, and learning about coins can be incredibly rewarding. Each discovery improves your knowledge and increases your appreciation for the artistry and history behind America's circulating coinage. As we conclude today's video, remember that the most valuable coins are rarely identified by age alone. Careful examination, proper storage, professional authentication, and patience are essential for anyone hoping to uncover a truly exceptional piece. Whether you're searching through pocket change, inherited collections, or rolls from your local bank, every coin deserves a closer look because you never know when an ordinary quarter could reveal something extraordinary. Coin number 3. The 1983 with P Washington quarter is a popular coin among collectors because high-grade examples are relatively difficult to find. However, a very fine circulated 1983 with P quarter is not generally worth $298. Zeroth prices that high would typically require an exceptionally rare mint error or a unique, top-certified specimen. The script below uses your stated value as a storytelling hook, not as a verified market price. The 1983 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. At first glance, this coin looks like an ordinary 25-cent piece that millions of Americans used every day to buy groceries, newspapers, gasoline, or a cup of coffee. But hidden beneath its ordinary appearance is a fascinating history that has captured the attention of coin collectors for decades. Imagine opening an old coin jar, checking the spare change in your pocket, or searching through a roll of quarters from the bank only to discover that one seemingly common coin could attract the attention of collectors across the country. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or someone who has just started collecting coins, today's video will show you why the 1983 with P Washington quarter deserves a closer look. Stay with us until this end because we're going to explore its history, design, rarity, condition, collector demand, valuable errors, and the reasons why certain examples have become highly desirable. The Washington quarter first entered circulation in 1932 to celebrate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by the talented sculptor John Flanagan, the coin was originally intended as a one-year commemorative issue. However, the American public quickly embraced the beautiful design, and the quarter became a permanent part of United States coinage. On the front of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington facing left, representing leadership, courage, and the foundation of the American nation. The reverse features a majestic eagle with outstretched wings standing proudly on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing military readiness, while olive branches beneath represent peace and unity. This timeless design remained in production for decades and became one of the most recognizable coins in American history. The 1983 with P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historic minting facilities in the United States. Coins produced there carry the small P mint mark, which appears on the obverse of the coin just to the right of Washington's ponytail. During the early 1980s, America was experiencing economic changes, and the United States Mint focused heavily on producing coins for everyday circulation. Unlike many previous years, the Mint did not release official uncirculated mint sets in 1982 and 1983. This decision had a major impact on collectors because people could no longer purchase freshly struck examples directly from the mint. Instead, anyone wishing to obtain these quarters had to search for them in circulation, where many quickly became worn, scratched, or damaged through everyday use. This unusual situation is one of the main reasons why attractive examples of the 1983p quarter are much more challenging to locate today. Another reason collectors carefully examine every 1983 with P Washington quarter is the possibility of finding valuable mint errors. During the minting process, machinery occasionally produces unusual coins that differ dramatically from ordinary circulation strikes. Errors such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die chips, struck-through grease errors, and dramatic misaligned dies have fascinated collectors for generations. These unusual pieces often become far more desirable than ordinary coins because every mint error is unique in some way. The excitement of discovering one of these rare mistakes keeps collectors searching through bankrolls, estate collections, flea markets, and inherited coin jars every single day. Searching for valuable coins remains one of the world's most exciting hobbies because extraordinary discoveries continue to happen. Every year, collectors uncover overlooked treasures hidden inside old family collections, estate sales, bankrolls, flea markets, antique stores, garage sales, and forgotten jars of change. Stories of remarkable discoveries inspire millions of people to examine every coin they encounter, proving that hidden treasures can still exist in the most unexpected places. Whether you're collecting for investment, education, or simply for the thrill of discovery, the 1983 with P Washington quarter represents an exciting opportunity to learn more about American history and modern coin collecting. Every coin you study improves your knowledge, sharpens your observation skills, and increases your appreciation for the craftsmanship of the United States Mint. Even if your coin never reaches extraordinary value, the experience of researching, identifying, and preserving it becomes rewarding in itself. As we conclude today's video, remember that successful coin collecting isn't only about finding valuable coins. It's about preserving history, understanding the stories behind America's coinage, and enjoying the excitement of every new discovery. The next time you receive a quarter in your change, don't spend it immediately. Take a closer look. Examine the date, check the mint mark, inspect the details, and you may discover something truly special hiding in plain sight. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1983p Washington quarter, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos featuring rare US quarters, pennies, nickels, dimes, half dollars, valuable mint errors, historical coins, and hidden treasures. Share this video with your friends and fellow collectors, and remember, your next incredible coin discovery could already be waiting in your pocket change. Happy collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.